Did you know that St. Lucia is like two different islands? The north is famous for bustling beaches and nightlife, while the south is all about rugged luxury and the famous Pitons. So which side is right for your vacation? Well, we explored both to help you decide. Get ready to explore the only island in the Caribbean with a drive-in volcano. From soaking in volcanic mud baths to hiking historic forts and relaxing in private plunge pools, we're showing you the absolute best things to do in St. Lucia and where you need to stay. The Pitons of St. Lucia are without a doubt the top draw on the island. They are beautiful. You can hike up both Gros Piton and Petit Piton, but if you want those iconic Piton views without the grueling 4-hour climb, you have to do the Tet Paul Nature Trail. It's only about 45 minutes to hike, and it's easy enough for most fitness levels. Entry is $10 US, and that actually includes a local guide who will walk you through the medicinal plants and the best photo ops. Something I love about St. Lucia is all the beaches are public, so you don't come down to a private beach. Every resort is just on a public beach, so you're going to be sharing it with locals and tourists alike, and that's just the way I like it. Most Caribbean vacations are all about getting to the beach, and St. Lucia has some beautiful beaches. While there are beaches on both sides of the island, I tend to really love the beaches in the south with the views of the Pitons. Some of the top beaches in St. Lucia are Sugar Beach, Anne's Chastanet, Pigeon Island, Cass and Bass, Redwood Beach, and many more. Most resorts are located on the beach, or they have complimentary shuttles to take you down from the mountains to enjoy the soft sands and the crystal clear waters. You can have a picnic on a beach, book a day tour of snorkeling or sailing, or just take part in one of the many water sports around the island. All right, it's time for a paddleboarding. There's so many things to do to keep you occupied. You can just relax all day, or you can be a bit active. St. Lucia is a water lover's paradise with everything from stand-up paddleboarding to kayaking and sunset sailing. You can book tours from anywhere in the island, and your guides will pick you up at your resort to take you off for some stunning views. When you go to St. Lucia, make sure to get on the water at least once. I just love places that offer water sports, especially when they make Dave work and I get to sit and do nothing. I'm doing the work. It's only one paddle. How is it, Dave?
It's easy. It's nice and calm. I love paddling. This is such a great way to see the landscape, man. I don't mind doing the work.
We are hiking to the top of Pigeon Island, and it's really worth coming up here. The views are spectacular. Make sure you wear some hiking shoes. We have our beach shoes on, our Keens. They were great. Just something with some tread, because it is rugged, but it is worth it.
Almost there.
If you're staying in the north, you have to hike Pigeon Island. It's not actually an island anymore. It was connected to the mainland in the 1970s, but it is a national landmark. Entry is $10 US for adults and just $3 for kids. You don't need to book ahead, you can just pay at the gate.
We're hiking up the Signal Peak here, and right behind me is Fort Rodney. Pretty cool view.
We recommend getting there early around 8 or 9 a.m. to beat the heat. We have made it to the top of Fort Rodney. Is it really wild? On one side is the Caribbean, the other side is the Atlantic Ocean, and a very cool thing is you can see the neighboring island of Martinique. Pigeon Island is a national landmark, and one of our favorite things to do here was to explore the beautiful ruins scattered throughout its 44 acres. We highly recommend taking a guided tour to learn about the military history and how it was occupied by both the French and English over the years. Many of the fortifications are still standing to show that military history. It is so picturesque on Pigeon Island that this is a popular place for weddings. Bring your bathing suit and spend a day at the beach. It's one of the best beaches on the north side of the island. There are many places to go snorkeling and diving in St. Lucia, and the waters of Rodney Bay at Redwood Beach and Pigeon Island are some of the best. At Pigeon Island, you can go snorkeling directly offshore.
Well, we're here at Sulphur Springs, the only drive-in volcano in the Caribbean. And behind me, you can see all the sulfur spouts there coming out. And if you had smell-o-vision, you'd actually be able to smell it here. It smells pretty smelly, but it's pretty cool to see. We're gonna take a little bit of a walk around, and then we're gonna head down to those amazing baths.
Mount Sulphur is the only drive-in volcano in the world, and it's the most popular attraction on St. Lucia. It's located on the south side of the island, but tours will pick you up from wherever you are staying. While at the volcano, you will explore the caldera and take a dip in the healing hot mineral baths. We have come up to the boiling springs of La Soufriere. That sulfur in the air is what that means. This is a 12 square kilometer volcano. It's just massive. Behind me there, way back in the distance, is the ridge. And I'm surrounded by two lava mountains. This was just lava pushed up from the last eruption in the 1700s. If you come to the Sulphur Springs and Mud Baths in St. Lucia, be sure to take the tour because it's really worth coming up to see this. It is so unique and something that you just won't do anywhere else in the Caribbean.
Now that was cool.
After your tour of the caldera, it's time to take a soothing dip in the hot mud baths. All right, it's the pièce de résistance. We are going into the mud bath. I have an achy shoulder and it's supposed to help with arthritis. I'm very excited about this. Okay, we put the white mud on first. Good for your skin, so I'm gonna give myself a little facial. There are several hot pools of varying temperatures to suit your needs. Before going in, you can slather yourself in fresh volcanic mud and then wash yourself off in the hot waters. This is amazing. It doesn't sting. When we were at the Dead Sea, I remember the Dead Sea mud really stung. Volcanic mud is oh so soothing. We are at Diamond Falls in St. Lucia, and a really cool fact is that Romancing the Stone was shot at these falls. You know where they go to get the treasure when they go down the waterfall? This is it. Romancing the Stone, I'm gonna be watching you when I get home. So cool. Just a few minutes from the volcano is Diamond Falls. Entry to the garden is $7 US. You can also use the mineral baths here for an extra $6 or $7, but unlike the mud baths, these are tiled pools that look a bit more like a spa. Just a little note, you cannot swim under the waterfalls itself. It is protected to keep the water pure. We're on our way into the formal gardens, and we are learning so much about all of the flora of St. Lucia. It's very beautiful. They have everything, all of the plants and medicinal plants and herbs and flowers in here. It's just beautiful. Fun fact, they do weddings here too. It's fitting for one of the top wedding destinations in the world.
You know, if you're looking for a romantic vacation, make sure to look for a place that has some sort of pool, private pool or plunge pool, because it is heavenly.
One of the best things about visiting St. Lucia is its abundance of couples retreats. We had the opportunity to stay at two premier hotels on the island, Calabash Cove in the north side near all the water sports and nightlife, and Stonefield Villas on the south side of the island with unparalleled views of the Pitons. When planning your trip, make sure to book a private villa with your own private plunge pool. It's these luxury villas in both the north and south that make traveling to St. Lucia so special.
I could get used to this. Not bad as villas go, right?
Yeah, and just being able to relax, just walk out your door and go in the pool. I could spend all day here. Maybe I will. So not only do I have my own infinity pool in my cabin downstairs, I also have this incredible full-size infinity pool with pool bar. So this is really where I love hanging out. You know, it's nice to have the quiet down there, but it's nice to have the choice to come up and talk to people and meet other travelers and check out this incredible view. It's just stunning. We can highly recommend for couples to stay in Calabash Cove on the north side of the island and Stonefield Villas on the south. Stonefield was built upon the grounds of an old cocoa plantation, and the early Carib people are believed to have used it as a birthing site because of its rich fertility. It's located right in the jungle, and you're overlooking the ocean and the Pitons, and it just reminds me of a lot of Rio de Janeiro, truthfully, with the formations of mountains here. It's absolutely gorgeous and very secluded and private. I feel very exclusive staying here.
Here we go. They found some petroglyphs here that are dating back to the original settlers of this actual island. And it's pretty cool to have that on your property. It's right off the resort. It's just a short 10-minute walk.
The south side is the rugged, more mountainous area with the famous Pitons of St. Lucia that revolve around the town of Sulphur, while the north is near the capital city of Castries, and it's more of the resort area with beaches, nightlife, water sports, and all-inclusive resorts. Both are worth visiting, and we split our time between the two during our stay.
You have to do a massage. They have a spa here where their theme is escape, relax, rejuvenate. So that's exactly what we're going to do with our couples massage.
If you've never had a couples massage before, St. Lucia is the place to do it. It's pure decadence.
Just filling out my medical form and getting ready for my massage.
Well, I don't think there's many spas in the world that can compete with this view. It's truly the most beautiful spa I've ever seen. And these are some of the amazing things to do in St. Lucia to have the ultimate romantic vacation. When you travel to this island in the West Indies, you will truly have a trip to remember. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe because we put up new videos of our travels each week. And ring that bell so you get notified.